Welcome to the GMAT Prep 99 percentile series from Global College Info. In this series, we'll be looking at some concepts, strategies and techniques that will help you develop a mindset to reach a high target score. Let's look at today's topic. Ray bought 2 shares of stock which he sold for $96 each. If he had a profit of 20% on the sale of one of the shares but a loss of 20% on the sale of the other share, then on the sale of both shares combined, Ray had... Okay, so we have 5 options here. Let's begin by assuming that the cost of both the stocks was A and B. Okay, and we're given that the selling price of both the stocks is $96. And the first piece of information we have is that a profit of 20% was made on the sale of one of them. What does that tell us about the selling price? It is 20% higher than the cost price. So selling price is A plus 20% of A. Let's assume that we're talking about the share with the cost price of A. Okay, so the selling price comes out to be A plus 0.2A, that is 1.2A. And we can equate it to 96 since the selling price is given as 96. So 1.2 times A is equal to 96. So A comes out to be 96 divided by 1.2, that is $80. Second piece of information is that a loss of 20% was made on the sale of the other. Right, so what does that tell us? The selling price was 20% lower than the cost price. So the cost price being B, you have cost price minus 20% of the cost price, that is B minus 0.2B, right? So that comes out to be 0.8B. Okay, so 0.8 times B is equal to 96. Just as above, we are given that selling price is $96. So B comes out to be 96 by 0.8, that is $120. So looking at the sale of both the shares combined, right, we have the cost price of both is A plus B, that is 80 plus 120, that comes out to be $200, and the sale price of both is each sold at $96. So 96 plus 96, that is 192, and here we can see that the sale price 192 comes out to be less than the cost price, right? So it's a overall loss, and the net loss is cost minus selling price, that is 200 minus 92, it's $8. Answer is option C. Okay, moving on to the 99 percentile way, and the quick way of doing this is, okay, so we are given 3 pieces of information. That is that there were 2 shares of the stock which each sold for $96, right? And on one of them he had a profit of 20%, and on the other he had a loss of 20%. And now looking at the options, you need to figure out whether on both the shares combined, whether he had a profit or loss or neither. And also this calculated amount should come out in dollar amount and not the percentages, right? So let's quickly convert this percentages into dollar amount so we can finally reach the necessary option, right? So we can quickly write down that the profit is nothing but sale price minus cost price. All right, and we know that the sale price is 96, so sale price comes out to be 96, and we are given that he made a profit of 20%. Profit of 20% means that the sale price is equal to 1.2 times its cost price. Okay, so for this equation we need the cost price, which will be the sale price 96 divided by 1.2, right? Take 1.2 as LCM, 96 out as common, you get 0.2 by 1.2, that cancels out 6 times, and 96 by 6 is $16. So the dollar amount of profit made is $16. Similarly, you calculate the dollar amount of loss. Loss is nothing but cost price minus selling price. Okay, and loss of 20% means that the cost price into 1 minus 20% is the selling price. 1 minus 20% is nothing but 0.8, right? So the cost price comes out to be selling price divided by 0.8, and that minus the selling price, which is 96. Take 96 common again, 0.8 is in the denominator. You have 0.2 by 0.8, which cancels out 4 times. 96 by 4 is 24. So overall you have a loss of $8. Right. So the calculations and the steps involved are absolutely similar, but the way you need to think is, since the options are talking about the dollar amount and they're asking us to calculate profit or loss, we need to quickly just, instead of going through multiple steps, we need to learn to jot down the necessary information in terms of whatever is asked of us, right? The dollar amount needs to be calculated, so that's where you have to land, and that's what you try to calculate. Okay. Luke sold a car at 20% less than the mark price. If the mark price was 30% more than the cost price, the selling price was what percent more than the cost price? We have our 5 options. Okay, let's look at it one statement at a time. Luke sold a car at 20% less than the mark price. What does that give us? That the selling price is 20% less than the mark price. That is 1 minus 20 by 100 into mark price. That is 0.8 times mark price. Okay, and the second piece of information is mark price was 30% more than the cost price. So what does that tell us? Mark price is 1 plus 30 by 100 into cost price. That is 1.3 times cost price. Okay, and we need to figure out selling price was what percent more than cost price. Okay, from the first equation, right? So we need to figure out this. What is x, right? Okay, from the first equation you have selling price is 0.8 times mark price, and from the second equation you have mark price is 1.3 times cost price, right? Substituting the second equation into first, you get selling price to be 0.8 into 1.3, that's 1.04 times cost price. 1.04 can be written as 1 plus 4 by 100, right? So that gives us the answer as 4%. Selling price is 4% higher than the cost price. Answer is option D. Okay, so how do you solve it? Quickly, that is a 99 percentile way. Alright, we need to figure out selling price in terms of as in what percentage more it was than the cost price. So let's assume cost price is 100. Okay, here we're given that the marked price is 30% more than cost price. What does it tell us? 30% more than 100 is 130, so marked price is 130. Now here we have that the car sold at selling price was 20% less than marked price, so the selling price is 20% less, that is 0.8 times of the marked price, that is 130, that comes out to be 104, right? So that is 4% higher than 100, which is our cost price, right? So assuming the value as 100, we've simplified our calculations and reached our answer quicker. The useful life of a particular product is determined by P is equal to 4x by y square, where P is useful life in years, x is the density of the material, y is number of hours of daily usage. If the density is doubled and daily usage is halved, what will be the percentage increase in the useful life of the product? So we're given this expression that P is equal to 4x divided by y square. P is the useful life, x is the density of the material, y is the number of hours it's used daily. And we're told that if the density is double, that is x dash is equal to 2 times x, and if the daily usage is half, you mean y dash is equal to y by 2, what will happen to the useful life? So P dash will be 4 times x dash divided by y dash whole square, right? And let's substitute that in terms of x and y. You get 4 times 2x whole divided by y by 2 whole square, right? So that's equal to 4 into 2, you get 8x in the numerator, and in the denominator y by 2 whole square is y square divided by 4, and you take 4 to the numerator because when you're dividing by a fraction, you multiply with its reciprocal, right? So 4 goes into the numerator and you get 32x divided by y square. That is nothing but 8 into 4x by y square. 4x by y square is our original useful life, that is p. So our new useful life comes out to be 8 times p, but we are asked percentage increase. Okay, so you need to be careful in this step. Some people will go and click the answer as 800%, which will come out wrong, because percentage increase, you always have to check 1 plus what percent of p is new is p dash. Okay, is a new useful life, right? So 1 plus 7 times p dash is 7, is nothing but 700 by 100, so there is a 700 percentage increase. Answer is option D, right? So how to solve this quick and easy? P is equal to 4x by y square. Let's just quickly assume that x is 1 and y is 2, right? And so that will give us that, or originally the useful life is p is equal to 1. Okay, and now we're told that x, that is density, is doubled, so 1 x dash becomes 2, right? 2 into 1, and we're given that the number of hours, that's it, usage daily is halved, so 2 becomes 1, right? 2 by 2. And so now new p dash is 4 times 2 divided by 1 square, that is 8. So what is 8? 8 is nothing but 700% increase from 1. Okay, so when you're checking for percentage change or percentage increase, it is very convenient to assume values and just be on the lookout. Say if you had assumed y as 1, to convert it into half and then again calculate the value of p would take you a bit longer. So okay, so you have to be smart that way while choosing the values which you are initially selecting. That will just, you will end up getting the right answer surely, but it might take you longer. Okay, so those were 3 questions on percentages for GMAT. Thank you for watching that video from Global College Info. We have a series of video presentations on test prep for GMAT, GRE and SAT. If you do know someone who our videos could be helpful for, please do share. You can reach us on the email ID provided in the description box for any queries relating to test prep and profile building. Hope to see you in the next video. Bye.